Morning, everyone. It's it's early. It's before the 5:30 class, and I've been getting a bunch of these emails, and I want to try and just put a little video out there to share this information. So, the topic of a conversation is injuries, actually either sustained in or out of the gym. Um, but before, I guess I'll preface this by saying, obviously, if you have an injury, contact us as regards to your training at the gym. But, the blanket statement and what's really important to note is, we obviously look at the coming to the gym as doing the workouts. And I don't think that, you should be at fault for thinking any other way. The idea is, oh, what's the workout on Monday? Monday we're back squatting, Monday we're jumping on a box, Monday we're doing burpees, Monday we're all this stuff that I can't do because I'm injured. So I look at Tuesday, I look at Wednesday, I look all the way through the week, and I need to cancel my pass because I can't do any of that stuff. And that is the totally appropriate train of thought, but we need to, both of us, the coaches, and you guys as the clients, is that we need to kind of look at it in a slightly different manner. So for one, our product is an hour session. Now more than ever, everyone has their own square. So modifying the strength, modifying the workout is really easy to do. Oh, just got interrupted. My phone will finish this up later. Sorry, back at it. It's 1 o'clock, 1:30 now. Just finished coaching and the training. So what I was saying is now more than ever, you have your square. You can modify the strength, modify the workout, modify whatever it is that you cannot do, and provide you with something you can do. But of course, every now and again, there's times where there's really nothing to be done. I could give lots of examples, like I literally just injured my knee. I can't get out of bed. I can't get out of bed because I tweaked my back. I just had surgery. I have to elevate my leg for X number of weeks or whatever. There's definitely situations where I truthfully can't provide you, we, the gym, can't provide you with anything. But most of the time, we certainly can. And just because it's not in the flow of what the class is, shouldn't mean that now is a reason for you to not come at all. Now, granted, a lot of you guys have lots of other physical activities you do to keep you sane, to keep you healthy, all that. But truth be told is it's not as if your pass only works if you don't change the workouts. The opportunity is there to do so much. I could think of so many times myself, Lula, Lewis, dating back, well, not Austin, because he was never old enough to get really hurt. Oh no, he was hurt one day once, I think, and then he woke up the next day and he was magically fine. 22 at the time, but whatever. Anyways, so we can provide you with something, or there's so much you could do to help, and even take a step backwards. So let's say I freeze your pass. Now that hour you dedicated to come to the gym for yourself is lost. Now, some of you guys are great self-motivators. You're great planners. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna stretch for an hour, you're gonna do your rehabilitation, and off you go. You've kind of still provided yourself with the service, really the gift to yourself of exercise. You've gone from the yang to the yin, but it's still there. But most of the time, all that happens is you lose your routine, you lose lots of your fitness, and at the end of the day, you don't really, often what's not addressed is either you're not addressing fixing the injury, although that's not for everyone, or you're not addressing working on weaknesses. And so when you get hurt, and I can think of some great examples, Steve Story is a great example, should be coming back any day now, is that he's suffered lots of injuries mountain biking. Every injury he's had, he's come back stronger. Sometimes it's been stronger from rehabilitating the injury. Sometimes it's stronger because he was so limited on the things he could do So for example, not being able to use the arm and shoulder and only beginning to use the lower body and legs and bike, that those things became so inherently good. So the injury was really an opportunity, not an opportunity to improve, not kind of like, hey, I'm gonna just not do anything until I get better. So that's the generic take. Now, if you sent me an email recently and we're about to have a conversation, or going to have a conversation, this conversation might go a little differently. You know, maybe you do have a really good reason that it's time for a bit of a break, and I'll do my best to provide you what you're looking for as a customer. But things to note is that every time you engage in sort of a 4-week cycle, you know, you're somewhat on the hook for that 4-week of training. But anyways, I'm not trying to, I definitely, if someone has got no desire to be in the gym and work within that, then it's not like I'm gonna take your money and run. We'll work it out. But I do want everyone to know, especially those guys right now who are not injured, that are lucky enough, knock on wood, but certain point in our lifetime, you know, these little bumps in the roads happen, and your mindset going into those, whether it's an extremely bad injury, like something that might require surgery and full rehabilitation, to little tweaks and twinges, it's the mindset, it's how you deal with it. It's potentially injuries are a huge red flag as to leading towards someone kind of somewhat depressed, especially you guys that come to the gym regularly. The endorphins, the sweating you achieve for just being here alone, when you go without that for a long period of time, it takes its toll on our mindset, on the chemicals that make us feel happy. So imagine you can't do much but sit on the bike. Well, come on in and sit on the bike for an hour. Maybe even if that means for part of it, you put on your headphones. Maybe for the first half, you're kind of just chilling. You're kind of chatting away with the core of people you normally work out with, but they're doing the dynamic warm-up and you're sitting on a bike. They start engaging in their workout. Maybe you turn that into intervals. So there's, again, in my opinion, it's an opportunity most of the time. It's an opportunity all the time to reset, to get a different focus, to work on some weaknesses, to rehab. Maybe the timing for that isn't immediately right after the injury, and I appreciate that. But moving forward, we want to help you. We want the gym to help you stay in high spirits. So that's really the take that I wanted to give. If I want to retract from the beginning, of course, when you're injured, you let us know. The blanket statement is, we don't freeze for injuries, but we want to hear what you're dealing with and how we can help, and maybe we can't help, and we'll go from there and try our best to work something out. Hope you are well. Remember, it's the fall. The gym is busy. You want to get into class, pre-register. Stick to your reservations, and plan accordingly if you can't get into the classes that suit you best. We'll see y'all later.